In a world of smoking stories where the good times flow, there's a podcast rolling, putting on a show. The three amigos gathered, mic in hand, you see. The Cigar Loons are calling, wild and fancy free. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out their podcast dream. From humble beginnings, just a thought, the spark. Now they're lighting up the airwaves, leaving their mark. They talk of life and laughter, and the cigars they hold dear, dispelling all the worries, banishing all fear. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out the podcast dream. Through debates and discussions, they always find a way to make you feel at home at the close of every day. With tales from their adventures and insights sharp and keen, the Cigar Loons are truly quite the listening scene. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out their podcast dream. So light up your stogie, settle in and hear. The Cigar Loons are talking, bringing joy to your ear. Guys Grumpy and Matthew, a perfect smoky blend. Tune into the Loons until the very end.
What up?
Hello. We are live, of course, from England and the United States of America, and it is the Cigar Loons podcast. And of course, one more show after tonight, and we break up for Santa, or Cigar Santa as I like to call him, because normally Cigar Santa comes and he brings me some cigars in his sack. Can't beat Cigar Santa, can we? When Cigar Santa comes, it's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, so of course tonight's show is going to be cigar news and Christmas. We're going to talk basically about latest news, what's going on. Of course, taking into a dive of what we've smoked this season and what stood out to us this season. Because of course, as we know with Cigar Aficionado next week start dropping their top 25 list. And we'll go into that as well and just see where we think some cigars might sit, who we think may win it. Are we going to see Boutique win it this year, or are we going to see one of the legacy brands like Padron, AJ may be up there? We never know. We'll have to look at that, and we're going to go over that. And then talking about what we're going to do over Christmas and what we're going to smoke over Christmas. But just want to say hi to, of course, Mr. Cigar Smoker there on Instagram watching. Hi to whoever else is watching us here on YouTube. Thank you for joining. But yeah, you know something? We're going to crack in and get talking about the news. So, of course, we're in the newsroom now. We're in the newsroom.
I grab my glasses. Do I want to be Lennon or Manson tonight? I can't make up my mind.
So of course we're going to be talking about the first thing popping up, and that is of course Aladino. So Aladino are laying out their new cigar, and it's the year of the Horse 2026 limited edition, and it goes on sale. So JR Tobacco Co. to the list of companies making the cigars for the Chinese zodiac calendar. So for the first time in history, the company has created a cigar that honors and symbol of the Chinese zodiac calendar. The Aladino Year of the Horse 2026 is a limited edition, and there's a 6B54 torpedo that is made of Honduran tobaccos grown by the Aurora family. So, of course, the Aurora family, as everybody knows with Aurora, make, of course, Aurora cigars, and also make Asylum cigars. So, of course,
You're a kid.
you've got the tobacco from there. I know. It's crazy, that, isn't it? So each cigar is going to have an NSRP of $19.40, which works out to $388 for a box of 20. Sorry, production is limited to 600 boxes of 20. And the cigar is already on sale in Asia. And JRE says it is an Asian exclusive and will not be sold in the US. Which, that's really... okay, I'll come back to that. So, of course, the list of cigar companies that have made one this year of the Year of the Horse are Barakat, Davidoff, Ally Blue, JR Tobacco Co., La Glera, My Silver, Oliva, Placencia, St. DuPont, Vigafina, and Villager have all announced, of course, a Year of the Horse themed products. While St. DuPont, of course, are lighters and also, of course, cutters and different things. But most of them companies, of course, have. Other companies are likely to announce New Year of the Horse products ahead of Chinese New Year, which will take place on February 17th. 2026. So, considering we're looking at the Year of the Horse, and we know many companies are bringing out them cigars in the US, Aladino's just sticking with this one to Asia. And it looks nice from the picture. Nice band. The box, from what I can see there of the box art, it's not bad. It's a bit basic. But it's only coming out in Asia, so what do you guys think on that one? You're not going to be able to grab it in the US market.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my smart aleck self would say, why are we talking about it? But that's just me.
We might have listeners
cigar.
in Asia. You don't know.
It's a good-looking cigar. It is.
Actually, we do. We had some listeners in like Taiwan, didn't we?
Do we?
Yep, Taiwan. Yeah, we've got listeners all around the world from
hello
Asia,
around the world. Didn't realize
to the Netherlands, to India, Pakistan,
we are worldwide.
England. We are worldwide, Grump. So come on,
So
brother.
there's you mean there's places outside the Florida Panhandle? Goodness, I have lived a sheltered life.
We've just had a comment, of course, from the Leaf Butters. Pictures can be deceiving.
What do you know?
Yeah,
what do you know? Share your knowledge. What do you know?
I don't want to know.
You come in here and you got to know something, man. You've probably had it. Moochers, y'all get free stuff from everybody. You've probably done tried it.
Oh, boy.
Leaf cutters, you know how they are.
It's, you know something, I like Aladino. Aladino makes some good cigars, but to me, when you're taking that off, it's like, why aren't you bringing it out to the US now? Is that because you don't think it's going to sell in the US? Is it because they don't think it's going to compete with the likes of Placencia with their one? But yeah, of course, that's the first bit of cigar news that we're talking about tonight. And you know something? There's a load of news popping off at the moment, and of course, there's news coming out. There's news coming out at the moment, of course, of one of our guests that we've had on, and that is Drew Estate, of course. And the news is coming out about Drew Estate is they are now, of course, getting new distribution in the Netherlands. So this fall, Drew Estate told international distributors and retailers that was in the process of overhauling its non-US business. The most notable aspects of that was that the company wasn't an exhibitor at the Interbac 2025 trade floor show. However, it also means that it's changing some of its distribution relationships. Effective January 1st, 2026, Small Batch Traders BV will be Drew Estate's new distributor in the Netherlands. Drew Estate is a true pioneer in the handmade cigar industry, staying true to its mission, the rebirth of cigars. And founder of Small Batch Traders is a press release. We are proud to bring Drew Estate exceptional brands to the Dutch retailers, aficionados by our sales manager Henry, and we look forward to developing the market together. So, as we've seen there, basically, that was a bit of a kick when they went to Interbac. Now, Interbac is one of the biggest European, I should say, trade shows for tobacco products, and Drew Estate wasn't there, which to me, they kind of missed out there. But it's a good thing they're not disappearing for the Dutch market, because as we know, we smoked plenty of Drew Estate and we've enjoyed Drew Estate. But what do you reckon on them not being at Interbac, and then, of course, the new deal that they've got with small batch trading for the Dutch market? So, Matthew, what do you reckon?
Well, I think that any growth is good for Drew Estate. I think Drew Estate is a great company that makes great cigars.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm down with all that. I think.
Yep.
I don't know that I have much to say about the Aladino one, other than I've never had an Aladino cigar.
No.
I have. They're not bad cigars. They're not.
And it's not anything personal, just haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some of these, you're the whatever, like some of them seem just to be put out with a name on it, not really all that special.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
I love the punch one that gets put out every year. That's not necessarily, part of that whole group, but Punch does their own Chinese New Year cigar, and I think those are great. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just not super interested in that Aladino one, so I'm not sad that it's not going to be around.
Well, we weren't talking about Aladino then. We were talking about Drew Estate.
I know, but you never got
Talking
my
about that
comment
before
on
the
the
show.
Aladino one.
He gets all excited.
I know.
He gets all excited. He overlooks us. He throws us in the closet.
I don't get excited.
Well,
Ever.
I'm not talking about.
What do you reckon?
Pay attention. I'm talking about.
What do you reckon about the old Drew Estate thing?
Well, I mean, I don't know, Matthew. Drew Estates, man, they're established. They've got a name out there. It's not like they're gonna, yeah. I'll tell it like it is. Where you been? But yeah, the Drew Estates is not going anywhere. I mean, I wouldn't panic because they missed Interbac or whatever that is. I wouldn't panic over that. I mean, they've got a sizable portfolio. They've got their fingers in all kinds of stuff. They're not going anywhere. I mean, the whole small batch thing with the Dutch market, like Matthew said, growth, man. Yep. I mean, they're not. I don't think Drew Estates is sweating anything right now, as far as losing popularity or losing customers or anything like that. I don't think Drew Estates is sweating anything like that right now, as far as that goes.
So, of course, next bit of news is the Cigar Association of America, and they've now employed Terry Gallagher Jr. So he's been elected as the new chairman of the CAA. So last week, the Cigar Association of America held its annual meeting where it elected a new board. Terry Gallagher Jr., the CEO and chairman of the board of the company, that owns Smoker Friendly is being elected as the new chairman of the CAO. He succeeds Javert Stahl, the head of Tobacco Clara USA, who has served in the role for nearly a decade. Smoker Friendly is a Colorado-based company that includes a few different verticals. Most notably, it's more than 350 smoke-friendly tobacco outlets. It also owns gas stations, liquor stores, and some cigar-focused retail locations in the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival. Javier's leadership and vision and steady hand have straightened the CAO and helped unite the industry for years of significant change, said Gallagher Jr. in a press release. I'm honored to follow the footsteps and looking forward to working closely with our members as we continue protecting and promoting the interests of the entire cigar industry. So now, as it stands, the vice chair, of course, is Eric Newman from JC Newman Cigars. The treasurer is Kerry Fred, ITG Brands. Secretary Henry Romer, PTDJARURM,
Jarum.
basically. John.
They make clove cigarettes.
Ooh,
Yep.
I remember.
I
So-
only know because I used to smoke them.
So we've seen there that they've appointed a new board member. And do you think that's a bit of a daunting job when you've had someone on the board for over a decade and now you're taking over?
I mean, it's a big step up in his career. A big step in his career. I don't know if it's a step up. It's a big undertaking that he's now taken over, and it seems like he has a good attitude and passion toward the business. So,
Yep.
Hope he does well, and hope he can help us protect this lifestyle we love so much.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's protecting the lifestyle that we enjoy. What about you, Grump? What do you reckon?
I'm still stuck on the humor of the gas stations and stuff. See, you know how I am. Greeny, gas station greeny. So what's it?
What happened?
Is it gonna increase?
Oh, jeez.
Is it gonna improve the gas station stock, or are they gonna get better cigars, or where's that gonna go? Hey, that's what you do. Leave me hanging out here without information on what we're talking about. I'm gonna fill your head full of poo. Is it gonna increase the quality of the gas station greenies? That's what I want to know.
Well, who knows? But the thing is, you've got to look at what else he's involved in. He's involved in, of course, the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival.
And he's got the
Rocky Mountain
knowledge.
Cigar Festival's big.
It's like Matthew said, though. He's stepping into it. He's stepping into what could possibly be a very different role than what he's used to. Some people handle that kind of change very well, and they accelerate and they thrive in that environment, and then other people freak out and freeze up and take 9 different turns the wrong way and totally destroy something. It's facts of life. How's he going to handle whatever this transition entails? How is he going to deal with this? Because is it a change up? Is it a change down? Is it a sideways change? He could be very, very instrumental. If he freaks out and freezes, could be very detrimental. We just have to kind of give the man the lead way, give the man the reins, let him cook, and see what he's got in mind. Give him the opportunity to prove himself. And yes, I was joking about the quality of the gas station greenies, but still, give the man a chance to cook and see what he can do. That's all I'm saying.
Well, next up, Crown Heads. Crown Heads, of course, are bringing out their new cigar called Thunderkiss. And for anyone who knows Thunderkiss and knows about the cigar, Crown Heads, never a company to shy away from the music for inspiration for its cigars, is shipping a new cigar that is inspired by a song that gained popularity by Beavis and Butthead. It's called Fundicus. A 5B54 Robusto extra that uses an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper over a Nicaraguan binder and Nicaraguan fillers. Like many of the company's cigars, it's made, of course, at their factory in the Nicaraguan country. It's estimated that the cigar is going to be $6.57, and it's going to be packaged in bundles of 10. The company says that Fundicus is being introduced as a more affordable option for the Crown Heads portfolio. And if anyone doesn't know, Fundicus 65 was a 1992 song by heavy metal band Rod Zombie. So they're taking inspiration. Well, White Zombie, Rod Zombie was the singer of it anyway. He was. So I still got it right. So
Wrong.
But
Wrong.
White Zombie.
Wrong group though.
Yeah, he went out and went do his solo with Rob Zombie, but White Zombie, of course, with Rod Zombie in there. And Fundicus, 1992 song, good song. And you got to think you've done this now, of course, with Fundicus, with it being White Zombie. We've got to look, of course, at another great cigar that they brought out with the Eruption, which, of course, was the Van Halen cigar. And I like the packaging. Packaging stands out with the eye in Fundicus and makes a decent cigar. So, in the price point of what it's saying in the article at $6.75 at NSRP, I think that's reasonable. I do. I think it's reasonable.
What did you say with that?
Well,
I believe he tried to say MSRP, but
yeah,
it came out all gazzy.
Well, I missed it. I missed it. I mean,
we'll say sub $7.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
it does. It looks great. I am super excited to try it because I'm gonna.
Nice looking stick. Looks good. I like it's
you
all.
You can pre-order them in a couple places I saw, but I don't know where, and I can't share where because we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like the leaf cutter said, be safe to say zombie.
Yeah, just say
both.
Screw that. Get it right.
Let's don't be picky.
I'm a picky son of a bitch.
There goes the family rating.
You're being a fucking bitch tonight, I'll admit that.
Hey. I didn't drop an F-bomb.
We made it 22 minutes before we lost the family rating. That's just almost a record. And here we are at the end of the year.
But
maybe I'm
you know something?
I don't know.
I'm so miffed. I'm so miffed here in the UK because you look at what comes out in the States for you guys. When you look, of course, at this with Crown Heads, you look at some of the cigars that are coming out, and we sit here and we go, when the friggin' hell are we going to get this? When are we going to get the chance to smoke it? And this is another one, like, I'm sitting here going, dang, I love that. I love to have a cigar like that and have the band and be able to play it in.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed the Eruption when I had the Eruption that time. I did.
Good.
But up next, of course, another new cigar coming out. And we've smoked this company's cigars and we've enjoyed them. I know, of course, we haven't had them on as a guest yet. But we've got Espinosa. So Espinosa, they're coming out with a new cigar. They are. And to be honest with you, I like the box. I like the box again. It stands out. So Espinosa, of course, are bringing out their new cigar, which is a Corojo Robusto in a Churchill, and it's coming out in February. So JM Tobacco Inc. have announced that in early 2026, it was adding a Robusto and Churchill to its Espinosa cigar line. Espinosa Cigars line was released in June 2025. Through its roots to go back a year earlier to the Espinosa Year of the Dragon, limited edition released in celebration of the Lunar New Year. The blend uses an Ecuadorian Corojo Habano wrapper, a Mexican San Andreas Maduro binder and filler from Dominican Olesico and Lajero. Blackbird Cigar Company produces the line at its factory in the Dominican Republic. The company says that the Robusto which measures 5B50 is designed for a concentrated flavour experience, while the 750 Churchill allows the blend to evolve gradually, offering depth and complexity through the smoke. Both cigars are offered in 20-count boxes. The Robusto price is going to be $9 per cigar, and the Churchill is having an NSRP of $11. The line debuted the same 6B52 Toro Vitola as a limited edition, with the company saying it was working on adding more sizes of Robusto, Churchill, Bellicoso. The Churchill dimensions have changed from what was originally announced, which of course was a 6 1/3 B50. So of course they've now brought the Churchill out in a different size, which is going to be the 7 B50. But just reading through that, and when I said, of course, we haven't had the company on, we've had Blackbeard on, we've had Blackbeard cigars, so it's like, well, okay, yeah, we have had the company on. But what do you reckon on that cigar, guys?
I mean, so immediately when I see the box, I think of the CAO Consigliere, but it's got more detail to it. It's got gold instead of silver. But I mean, that's just what popped into my head because that's the cigar I like and I know. I would say I like the Blackbird cigars I've had, so I'm sure this one's going to be good. You know, I like a 7x50 Churchill. That's a good size. It's an enjoyable long smoke. Not too thick. Doesn't look inappropriate in the mouth.
It don't reach toy status.
Yeah, marital age.
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't reach that marital age status.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a good cigar. Sounds like a good blend. I'm down to try it if I see one.
Well, yeah. I mean, like you said, it's been packaged very well. It's a good looking stick from what I can see.
It's good looking box. Good looking.
The ones that we've been fortunate enough to have, or or have had, or whatever, have always been good. Aren't they the same? Now here's where I'm going to show what I've forgotten and all that. But are they not like the same people, or have I got things confused with 601?
No, you got confused there, bro.
Okay,
that's Espinosa.
Well, that is Espinosa cigar. I thought you said. So it is an Espinosa cigar, but it's made by Blackbird.
But yeah, it's made by Blackbird, and it's called, of course, that name.
Well, I missed something in there somewhere.
It's illegal. It's a minefield. It's a minefield of the name of it and all the rest. And to be honest,
it's a minefield keeping up.
Yeah,
just saying.
This is the thing. You know something. There's so much coming out. There is this year, and like we know, just as we get into this December kind of month as we're in it now, coming up to Christmas, most cigar factories ain't bringing cigars out. They're shut for Christmas.
Yeah,
I just want to go off. Thing. I want to go off scale.
Don't surprise me now.
Oh, Ben, I'm gonna say one thing, my brother, from the Leaf Cutters.
Did he not? I love you. There you go, Ben. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thank
you.
That's really
nice,
my brother.
Old man,
I love you.
Old man vegging in the corner.
See,
y'all just thought I was hearing things. Thank you.
So, Ben, you started bitch slaps out now. So when I see you, I'm going to kick in the nuts, my brother. Much love.
You got an extra box of tissues up there, Gaz. It sounds like you need it tonight.
Fuck you, Matthew, in your mangina. You start on me, brother. Because I put my foot in your mangina.
Whatever. Change out your tampon.
See, that's why my mind went. That's why my mind immediately went to napalm. When he started talking, my mind went to napalm. See,
we gotta. He's showing a $50,000 lighter now. So
no, 70,000.
Oh, sorry, 70,000. You're right. You're right.
Oh, I tell you,
ST DuPont. Of course, over the last few years, ST DuPont have
is that what that
combined
is?
lighters, watchmakers for a series inspired by a casino. These items, which are functional lighters, also feature a working casino game. The first
Wow.
model was simply called Casino and had a spinning roulette wheel. The second was Lucky Skull, which had 3 small dices, and the newest is the Jackpot, which has a slot machine. Then, of course, it goes on about the diameters and the measurements. So 2.6 inches tall, B, 1.8 inches wide with a 93-inch thick. As far as the lighter, it is a double soft flame, but that's not really why someone would buy the lighter. On the front of the lighter's body is a miniature slot machine that features 6 different icons. 7 cherries, crown, diamond, double bar, and the point D logo. On the right is a flux lever arm with a red lacquer button. Pushing the button powers a modified watch movement that spins the slot machine 3 wheels. And the movement is visible by a sapphire glass crystal window. But it says here, while you don't have to insert a coin to spin the wheel, the lighter will cost you $69,950. Ooh, yeah.
Ouch.
What a...
I'll stick to my Zippos.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Each unique, and that's why I picked it out for tonight to talk about it, because it is unique and it stands out. It's a nice looking lighter, but Ben's just put it here.
Let me light it.
He's put, okay, I'll shut up and stay in my corner.
Let me light a gas station greenie with my $70,000.
Right. Let me hit a factory smoke with that sumbitch.
Jeez.
Jesus
If
Christ.
I brought that,
Oh God.
I'd be out my frigging mind to buy that at that price.
I've never bought a car that was that expensive.
Yeah, really.
I've never brought a motorbike that was that expensive when I was riding motorbikes. Jeez.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't even know if you can. I mean, you could, I guess. Most motorbikes, even the nice ones, are like 40.
The dearest I paid for one over here in the UK was about 35. It was for one that I paid.
I mean,
for
you can get a real nice Harley for like 35 or 40. So
yeah, it was a Harley that I had over here. I had a Harley Fat Boy that we had over
Who
here.
buys anything else?
Does the oil pan leak just as much over there as it does over here?
Yeah, brother, it does. I love him. Don't get me wrong. I had some fun. On it when we had it.
If it don't drip, you better be concerned.
Yeah, it's not a Harley. First off, if it don't drip.
Yeah, if it don't drip, it ain't original because they mark their territory wherever they go.
We used to get a little bit off of discount with some of the motorbikes because my stepfather, of course, was friends with one of the main dealers of motorbikes here in the UK, and of course, he had the contacts at Harley. But what we used to do was any bikes that were on sale down in, of course, the Isle of Wight and Guernsey and countries like that, used to get them shipped over. So I remember one summer we had probably sitting in the garage well over 500,000 in motorbikes alone that was sitting in that garage. It was crazy. If we ever got robbed off.
For any of those you don't know, that's the garage.
Garage. Get it.
Hey,
I'll go through all of them.
You know, just a little translation help. Nothing personal.
What is it tonight? Considering we're coming into the last 2 shows, is it Pick on Gas Night or something? Fuck me.
You missed the conference call earlier where we decided that.
Yes, so you weren't in on that.
Fuck me.
It was mental.
I didn't get the memo.
It was a mental conference call because
there's a little bit of telepathic conversation going on there. It was kind of a 2-person party line.
Tell you what.
We ain't broke out the tea bags or
Hey,
nothing
hey,
yet.
so what are
ain't
we
got real
smoking
quick.
tonight? What are you guys
Yeah,
smoking?
that's a good question. What are we smoking? Well,
I'm smoking a Boo Ventura.
don't get too personal.
Yeah,
Right.
there we go. That's what I'm smoking. Boo Ventura. Simple, easy, affordable cigar.
Yeah,
That's what
man.
I've got.
Sometimes that's what you want.
That's it, man. That's it. Well, I'm having the Rocky Patel 15th
There you go.
box press. It's the last of my. It's the last of that cigar page sampler that I got. I got to order some more, which
Yep.
leads me
Yep.
around to that fact of sending out that telepathic message to our sponsor, Honeybee.
Mhm.
I have Christmas funds that I need to invest, and I would really like to invest them in a bundle of Candela cigars. So let me know how much that's going to take to get it over here to my part of Florida from your
If
part
she
of
can,
Florida.
if she can hear you, that
YouTube,
is amazing.
YouTube. We do not endorse buying from anyone. We do not endorse from buying from anyone. Thank you.
He says this after he said the price of like 18 cigars earlier in the
Really,
day.
who are you to butt in on that after you've done mentioned 9,000 prices and told me not to?
It's cigar news. Cigar news.
I know.
Pricing
I
comes
I
out
know.
in
don't
cigar
care.
news.
Hey, so
My
I'm
Christmas
smoking
wish list.
the
So,
Grand
you know,
Habano Corojo number 5.
hey,
And so far,
So,
I'm enjoying it quite a lot.
is that the one that you had left over from George when
I have a
George sent
few
you and
left over
Grumpy the
from
is that
cigars?
George because I don't
from these
smoke.
guys?
I didn't smoke them all in the same. I think I have like 6 left.
Am I
See?
violating?
No. Granavana.
I take my
Good answer.
time with
Hmm.
Yeah, where
with
Grumpy
my
doesn't. Grumpy
cigars.
smokes them all in one day as soon as he gets them.
Hey,
I mean, you're not much
roll
better.
'em, baby. Roll 'em.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm the same. I'll get them and I'll just sit down and smoke them. But you know something, of course,
Now,
we know it's coming
so-
into Christmas. But go on, Grump, sorry.
no, I was just going to tell you though, like I told you before we ever got started, I've still got that local Leland over there that I haven't smoked yet.
Yep.
The last of the honeybees. Well, not the last of them because I've got those 2 that are wrapped
I
up
was
in the
about to say, I hope
newspaper.
not.
Yeah,
We still have the ones that
Yeah.
I've still got 2. I've still got
we
2
still have
that I
the top
keep talking.
secret ones,
Yeah,
right?
the top. Yeah, I've
Yep.
still got all that. That's all intact, no problem. But
secret ones.
I am fishing for that bundle of Candelas, though. Need to know how to invest my Christmas funds.
Well, of course, we are going to be live next week as well, and we're going to be joined. We're going to be joined by a guest. I'm not going to tell you who the guest is
Oh, why not?
until the end. Until the end of the show. But we've got a guest coming. Grumpy's probably just giving it away, so I'll give it. We've got Honeybee coming next week, so
No,
Honeybee's joining us next week.
see, don't blame that on me. I didn't tell nobody.
You've been dropping the ends, Honeybee. So yes, the guest is Honeybee.
I'm trying to talk to my sponsors about my Christmas wish list. I didn't say nothing about nobody being on our show.
Oh boy.
Well, of course, Christmas. The
The
main
one that talks
thing.
so much.
Of course, we know we're getting into this Christmas
Yeah.
period now, and of course we've got the one show remaining, which is next week. And
Yes, we do. Yes,
tonight,
we do.
tonight we're trying to just talk about Christmas tonight because we're going to ask, of course, Bree next week what she's going to be doing over the Christmas period and what she's got planned for 2026. But mainly, of course, and it's still to do with cigars and everything and about Christmas. But so far this season, let's call it the season of the year, right? What cigar has really stood out to you that you've smoked this year? And if you could have another one, would you smoke it for Christmas? So, Grump, what cigar stood out to you this year, and would you smoke another one if you got one for Christmas?
Well, I mean, of course, I do favor Candela wrappers. Everybody knows that. It's no big secret. So, of course, I would love to have a very nice Candela wrapped cigar to celebrate and bring the holidays in. This 15th right here, this is actually the first one of these I've had. And although it has been a long year and we've had a lot of good cigars that we've enjoyed over this year, actually, that this one right here is it tried up there with them. I'm not really always a box press fan, but it has very good espresso and cocoa flavors. It's got just the right nice little spice punch in there with it. Um, but yeah, um, I think that Candela that lost uh, yeah, Stinger,
Sting? No, Lost
lost
Reaper.
Reaper, yeah, the lost Reaper. That's the Candela. I don't know where I'm getting this Stinger thing. I
That's
do, but
the
I
other
think
one. Lost Sting
yeah,
is the other
yeah,
one. This
lost Sting is the
Goma
other one.
Bano.
But
Yep.
yeah, I mean, you know, eh, and like I said, we've had a variety this year, and it's hard to pick one. Just like you said, the one you're smoking a Grand Habano. Man, we had there was some excellent sticks in that.
Mm.
There was you can name anybody we've had on this year,
Yep.
and they have you know not just most of them we've had on have more than one top notch cigar that we could easily say would rank up there.
Hmm.
It's hard for us to pick our top fives that we pick. We're blessed.
Yeah.
We're blessed to be able to have the cigars that we have. We're blessed with that. And it makes
Yeah.
our job harder when it comes to try to pick out and give our opinions on them. It just makes our job harder, but that's a blessing
Yeah.
that I've enjoyed this year, you know.
What about you, Matthew?
Yeah, man. So I already have my Christmas cigar picked out, so I won't. I won't. It's not one I've had yet this year, but I've had it many times before.
Oh, okay.
Um, and that is the Yagua by J.C. Newman. Um, but I mean, as far as like cigars I've had this year that I really would love to smoke again for either Christmas or New Year's, I would say, obviously the CAO Amazon Basin.
Mm, nice
Um,
pick.
Also, I mean, like, the words are hard.
Yeah.
Oh, the Black Dahlia, man. The Black Dahlia is
Yeah.
another one. I would absolutely
Yeah.
love to get another one of those. And like from Diesel, was it Diesel? Yeah, the hair of the dog, man. I would love to have another one of those. That thing hit
Yeah.
just right.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, as blessed as we've been, how you going, how can you pinpoint,
Exactly.
it, it, what do you say?
Yeah.
I mean,
There's so many. There's so many. You know something?
exactly.
I
There
I haven't been
is.
fortunate. I haven't been fortunate enough to smoke Gran Habano. I haven't been fortunate enough to smoke Reese because, of course, we know the whole thing of the UK and we're track and trace and all that bullshit that
Mhm.
goes with it, as we've spoken about dozens of times. But I'm fortunate enough to have smoked what I've smoked this year. And one being, of course, AJ Fernandez's New World. And it was his new cigar, and it was the
Desenio.
Zingo. That's the one. And you know something that really stood out to me. I enjoyed it, and it was a cracking cigar. And don't get me wrong, it packed a little bit of a punch at the end, and it told me it got a little bit of a punch. And you know something, I'm not a big fan of a couple of companies, and I'm not going to mention them, but I smoked one of their cigars, and It was nice. It was a double Corona. I'm not going to say who, but I enjoyed the cigar, and I was giving it free, and I did a little bit of review on it.
That
And then,
helps
of
make it
course,
enjoyable.
I know
if
exactly what
anything,
you're talking about.
if anything, I've got to say, Foundation Cigars, their 10-year anniversary, well, anniversario, Solomon. Holy shit, bros! When
Oh,
I
yeah.
say cigar, that was yeah, and I'd smoke another one of them tomorrow. I would. It's just, as we've said before on the show, it's just one of them cigars that you would have for a birthday or celebration, and you know something. Yeah, probably go with Christmas dinner. Probably go after a Christmas dinner, and we'll see. We'll see because there's so many, and it's like when I sit and I pick out every year, and I'll go, I'm gonna have this for my birthday. I'm gonna have this for this day. I'm gonna have this
Mm.
for me nan. I'm gonna have this for my grandfather that passed. I'm gonna have this for Nick that's passed. I'm gonna have this. Christmas, I'm always like, right, I need me cigar for Christmas Day, me cigar for Boxing Day, which to anyone in the United States that doesn't understand what Boxing Day is. So Boxing Day in the UK used to be a day where we would burn all the boxes that our presents came in, and also people would box in the street, proper hand boxing. So it was called Boxing Day. So we still celebrate Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. And then, of course, it's like pulling your cigar ready for New Year, bringing in that celebration. What cigars am I going to have for that lineup? And then the same goes for like whiskey. Well, what am I going to pair with it? What's going to be my whiskey pairing with that? And there's so many. And I know one thing: a Black and M81 is going to be straight there, as always. Maybe a Persencia Amafuente is going to be there because, you know, me with the 6.2, I absolutely love that cigar. Unless Sam does me a good deal and I get the New Year of the Horse Persencia and smoke that one with, of course,
There you go.
the nice horsetail that's braided on it.
Well, you're the only one of us that has a chance of probably smoking that one, so
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
good
I
on
like it
you
when I
if you
smoke
do.
Yeah, if you
I
get
like it
that
when I
one.
smoke Persencia. I'm just a boozy bitch. I'm a boozy bitch where Persencia is. You
I
know
don't
me.
go that
I'm a
far,
big
but
Persencia fan.
I think we all
I am.
have our moments. Well, maybe not Grunt so much.
So, of course,
that's
as we know,
occasionally, but not very often.
well, as we know as well, around Christmas time, as was mentioned at the start of the show, of course, we always have Cigar Aficionados Top 25. And for the last 2 years, my brothers, that we've been together and we've been doing this, and we've spoken about it. What a crock of shit that list has been for the last 2 years. And when I say crock of shit,
Don't
what I
sugarcoat
mean
it. Tell us how
is,
you really feel.
it's
Don't hold
it's
back.
the lack of boutique cigars on that list and where they rate them and where they put them. And to me, doing a list like they do, and being in America and being an American publication, why the frig add Cubans? Every single year we see Cubans on there. Every year we're seeing, and don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking the companies because they make great cigars, the legacy brands. Padron, Arturo Fuente, JC Newman, great companies. But if you look at the list, near enough every year it's been one of them or Alec Bradley. You're not seeing these new guys like Nick Manila with Foundation getting up into that top tier list. It's like they're pushed down at the bottom. But why? So, in my eyes, I'd like to see one of the boutique guys win this year. I would. What about you guys? Who would you like? Who would you like? To see? Yeah, number one cigar of the year by Cigar Aficionado.
Well, obviously, I would love to see AJ win. I do find it interesting. I guess I'm looking at the list from last year, and I smoked the number one cigar of the year last year, like a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
The My Father the Judge,
Yep,
which is a fantastic cigar. But then like they
it is,
go
but
to like they have a Cuban at number 5. They have nothing but EP Carrillo coming in number 3 last year, so that's pretty good.
it's pretty good, but not good enough in my eyes. The thing is, you look at that list, it's always bypassing great companies, and they bypass it every
Oh yeah.
year with someone, and it's not great. It's not a great list.
Yeah, I don't.
It
There's
doesn't. It
like
doesn't push it for the American audience, in my eyes.
no, it
It
doesn't.
doesn't.
It doesn't. And if you look at like when you have companies uh like like you just talked about, um
Hmm?
Foundation at number 12. That's wild.
Well, well, seeing as you're going over last year's, let's just go over a couple of the years. So 2024, My Father with the Judge.
Yeah.
2023, Fuente, Opus X, Reserve Chateau. 2022, H. Upman number 9, a Cuban. Then you look at 2021, Padron, 1964 Anniversary Series Torpedo Natural. Then you look at 2020, EP Carrillo one with the Pledge, which is a great cigar. 2019, Asian Room. Then you go down 2018, EP Carrillo, the Encore Majestic. 2017, Arturo Fuente. 2016, La Flora Dominicano with the Andalusian Bull. 2015, My Father, La Bouge. 2014, Oliva. 2013, Monte Cristo, another Cuban. Then La Flora de Antilles. 2011, Alec Bradley. 2010, Cohiba, another Cuban. 2009, Padron. 2008, Casamagna. 2007, Padron. 2006, another Cuban with the Boulevard. 2005, Fuente, Opus X Double Corona. Then 2004, Padron. So you look at that list, it's pretty much the same companies every 2 years that win that award.
Yep. You're not wrong.
So this year, it's going to be another fucking Cuban. It's going to be another Cuban. It's got to be anted if you look at that algorithm.
Are those
Yeah,
real Cubans or are they fake?
they follow their pattern.
Mm-hmm. You follow that pattern, it's got to be a Cuban this year that's going to win it.
Follow the
And I feel
bouncy.
I feel so sorry for the companies that make great cigars, and they don't even get on that list. And it's a shame. It is. It's a shame.
Yeah, I mean,
It is.
all the ones we've named off that we've even had as our guests in the boutique market.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
they have cigars that, in my mind, my opinion, you know, which that and $1 will get you a cup of coffee at the Loves, but you know,
Yeah.
we've had people on in the boutique market that put out cigars that are as good, if not superior, to these other legacy stuff that's coming out or that has been brought out. You know, compete
Well,
right up.
Mr.
But they
Cigar
don't get
Smoker.
recognized.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Cigar Smoker's just put on Instagram. He's put never a Don Barton. Don Barton never gets mentioned because Steve Sacker does not pay any money towards that publication. You put the money into that publication, right? And this is how it's being told to us. You put tons of money in that publication, and you're one of the legacy brands that are putting into that publication, your cigar is going to be voted up there. You don't put money in, you don't get voted. And that's the thing with Steve Sacker. Steve Sacker lives off his own merit. Like a lot of companies do it off their own merit. They don't believe in these fake publications. And to be honest with you, Cigar Aficionado at the moment is being classed as a fake publication for a long time. Because it doesn't do anyone any justice. It doesn't. You've got American cigar smokers on that panel that are smoking Cubans, But you guys in the States, Matthew and Grumpy and everyone else who watches this show, you
Yeah.
can't smoke Cubans. But cigar aficionado can smoke Cubans. Well,
Not
who are they
legally, they
greasing?
can't.
Well, who are they greasing? Because they've got to be greasing somebody from Cuba, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, people really.
Maybe
really,
they go
really,
over there and smoke them.
Yeah, they could.
But then how did they get back in the
United
United States? Because there's supposed to be restrictions on them coming back into the United States if they mean
Maybe
to
they
Cuba.
don't bring them over here. Maybe they go over there and smoke them.
Who knows?
You
But
can't
yeah,
ever
I
so
say.
of
know-
course.
I mean, you never know.
Is a lot of time it seems like bullshit. But I will say, I feel like last year they made some steps to get some smaller brands on the list.
It was small
But,
steps. Very small,
Yes,
as we
it's
saw.
very small,
It was.
and then the issue is they keep putting the same shit on there over and over. Like you telling me Oliva Serie V Milano wasn't ever on the list before? Bullshit. It's probably been on the list 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, but just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah.
Not last year, the year before. Alec Bradley won with their cigar in. When did I say Alec Bradley won it again? So let's just go back. So Alec Bradley, of course, won with their cigar, which was, of course, 2011. And the same cigar was mentioned in their top 5 in 2023.
Right. Well, right here, the number 10 on last year's was Brickhouse Churchill. I'm sorry. I've had that cigar.
been in-
There's no freaking
yeah.
way it's a top 10 cigar on anybody's list.
It's
Not really.
it's crazy. It's crazy when you
It's,
think of it.
it's an
And to be
okay
honest with you,
cigar, but like, there's just no way. It's too boring.
Right. It is. It's there's no there's not a lot of complexity there with that. You know, it's like you said, it's pretty basic, and it's kind of hard to see that in a top 10. Good cigar, you know. Don't get me wrong.
well, people
Good cigar,
say the cigar.
but not a
Well,
top
people
10.
say the cigar. Yeah, but people say the Cigar Loons podcast is basic. I don't think we're basic. I think we bring out a great
You
show.
said that.
Really?
I'm not mentioning names, but happy Christmas to him.
Well, you know, if you find
anyway,
anything
just-
basic about this, let me know.
Well, just on a side note, of course, as we're live, and I want to
Are
put
we?
this
You
out.
keep reminding me of that.
I wonder
So
why.
on a side note, of course, Grumpy.
Yeah.
Well done on, of course, what you're doing with your podcast, my brother. And you know something, thank you to everyone
Yeah.
that's been tuning into Grumpy. And of course, the Cigar Loons do support Grump and what he's doing. And you can go and catch Grumpy's show that Grumpy does over on rumble.com. And it's called Grumpy's Coffee Talk Show. And his new video's out there. Of course, it's going to be a day late now, but it's out there. And it was the news topics of Monday. And of course, stay tuned because Grumpy's got another video that's coming out this week on Friday. And it's going to be live for everybody to watch at 5 p.m. Central, the live premiere is. And that is on Friday. Grumpy's live premiere of his new video that's coming out. So catch that. And you know something, next year, of course, you're going to see the return of none other than...
Let's get ready to rumble. Smoke fills the air, the wrestlers.
I mean, I'm the only one who's not muted. What is happening?
Well, coming back next year, of course, as I was saying...
Yeah. Now then,
Smoke
let's
Beyond
go.
the Mat is coming back. Smoke Beyond the Mat is coming back next year. We're
I
gonna,
think.
of
Can I
course,
make
be
a
bringing
Can I
you
make a
some-
request?
Yes.
It's easy. If we're going,
Waiting.
we need to get it. We need to get a better promo entry video, man, that dude misses it by a mile. You know, that looks pitiful. He misses that by a mile, man.
I
We
thought
need
that
to
was the point.
we need to get something that's just like, I mean, smash mouth,
Well,
right? Just boom,
What? All right, I'll
contact.
get in touch with. I'll get in touch with JBL and see if he can do us a clothesline from hell on somebody and take the red
There
off.
you go.
There you go.
I'll take it.
But no, of course, Smoke Beyond the Match coming back next year, and me and the guys are going to get together and we're going to be talking about wrestling for him, of course, WWE, WWF as it was, of course, WCW, AWA, so forth, and about the wrestlers that we grew up with and enjoyed. And I can't believe there's.
And that ain't none
Did
of
you see the
them.
video I sent you both when the TV advert for 1992 over here in the UK? On the news, it was like the hottest toy trend of 1992, and it was WWF Hasbro toys, where of course the arms were Chuck and all the rest. And I can't believe 1992. It makes me feel old when I looked at
It
that
should.
Hey,
because I was sat there going, "Mom, I want Jake the Snake, please. Can I have the Ultimate Warrior? Can I have this one, please?" Mark
that
it
what
off
your
on your
voice
list
sounded
and
like?
put it on. No, it sounded like this, really deep.
should have been
Yes,
around
it
when
was
Rock
dead.
and Sock
It was dead
Nobody.
squeaky. So, what are you guys getting up to over Christmas? Of course, I know. No doubt we'll probably end up exchanging messages over Christmas and stuff. But what's your plans for over Christmas, guys? What you doing for the big day? Are you going anyone's house for dinner, or are you having dinner at home, or what are your plans for around Christmas?
So, first thing I'm going to do around Christmas is try to financially recover from Christmas.
Oh boy.
And
Yep.
then,
That is well.
no, we rented a little cabin in the park to get the family together. We can sit and exchange our gifts, the whole big family, my wife's family. She's
Nice.
got a lot. So we're going to get together, exchange gifts, have some food, enjoy ourselves. That's the biggest plan so far for Christmas. Yeah.
That
should be fun.
That sounds exciting. Of course, being in a cabin and all the family
Like
getting together. It does.
Our family, personally, our little, the one that lives here with me, we open all of our presents that are from mom and dad on Christmas Eve. And then Santa comes in the morning and brings the kids more presents.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tradition that started because my wife has zero patience.
Oh.
Yeah, I get that.
She tried to blame it on the kids, but it was always like, it would be like Christmas Eve at 10 a.m. and she'd be like, "You girls want to open a present?" Guys, come on.
Yeah.
Brother, I remember one year, me and them were just about to go to bed, and it turned midnight, and Amelia come downstairs, and Chloe, when Chloe was here, they opened the presents, Christmas Eve, slept most of Christmas Day, came down at the dinner, and then went back to bed and went to sleep all day.
I wish
like,
that happened. My kids are up till midnight.
Yeah.
My kids are up till midnight, and then they wake me up at 4.
Yeah.
Like, Dad, Santa came.
Yeah,
like,
but you-
shit, I know he did.
Yeah, but I'm like a big kid.
Yeah.
I was a part of it.
There you go.
I go to bed and I'm trying to force myself to go sleep, and then I'm lying there going, "It's Christmas, it's Christmas. I won't go down. I won't go open my presents. It's Christmas, it's Christmas." I'm like a big frigging kid. It's like I've had a million energy drinks and I am bouncing off the twatting walls because I won't get downstairs.
Turning my fucking
It's-
ringer off Christmas Eve, then
That's it, man. I'm turning everything off.
I don't want
That's
your,
not very
your
nice,
ass
brothers.
calling.
Hey,
I'm saying that.
you're 6 hours ahead of me. When you're getting up, I'm going to bed. So yeah, I'm turning my ringer off.
Yeah, but I still join you on New Year though, don't I? I see
That's right.
English New
yeah.
Year in,
I
and
mean,
then I see, of course, American New Year in with you, and that's been the tradition for the last couple of years now. We normally do that together. It's
man, we do get to
what are you
celebrate
doing?
twice.
Yeah, what are you doing over Christmas, Grump? And then I'll say what I'm doing over Christmas. So what are you doing
Hey,
over Christmas, Grump?
man, of course, now the grandkids are, well, two of them are adult age. One is like 12. So, we still have the one fairly young one. What's up, DEA? What's up? Uh,
What?
but it's not like it used to be, with all the gifts and the kids and all, because they've all grown up now. Most of ours is the family all gravitates over here. Um, of course, as things progress, there's other families that you have to go spend Christmas time with, things of that
Mm-hmm.
nature. So everybody schedules, specific time, and they all
Yep.
show up here, and we all
Mm-hmm.
enjoy a big meal together. And if anybody brings gifts and things, they're all exchanged and stuff like
Yep.
that. And, good
Cool.
good conversation, good family time, good quality
Yep.
time spent together.
That's good.
That's usually the way it goes around here now that, like I said, all the
Yep.
grandkids are grown. So, just
Well,
got the 12-year-old.
Christmas Eve for us, it's like we'll sit down, we'll watch the Christmas movie. So, of course, The Snowman, which is a big one over here that Davy Bowie did some of the soundtrack to. We'll watch that. Then from The Snowman, we'll watch
Really?
Die Hard. Then from Die Hard, we'll watch, of course, Batman.
We watched Die Hard last
And,
night.
and don't say to me there's Batman Returns isn't a Christmas film, because there's a Christmas tree in it, there's Christmas decorations, it's a Christmas film. So I'll be watching that on Christmas Eve.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Batman Returns is.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you very much. So we'll be watching them, maybe Home Alone, because you've got to watch the classics, haven't you, at Christmas. It's
Kids
like,
are watching Home Alone right now.
I remember every year it would be Die Hard 2, then of course Home Alone, then it'd be you flick the TV on and it'd be Back to the Future Marathon 1, 2, and 3, and it'd be like, yep, I'm sitting my fat ass down and I'm watching all these. But of course, once we've watched them, then we're going to go midnight mass. So we're going to go midnight mass on Christmas Eve, and that's going to be a first for me. It's going to be a first for me. It's going to be a first for them, and we're going to be doing that. And then Christmas Day, it's just going to be me and Amelia and the dogs and the cats. So we'll open presents, we'll have dinner, sit and chill, watch some movies. And then on Boxing Day, Chloe's coming. And Chloe's going to come and she'll be bringing her Christmas presents. So we're having like 2 Christmases. So we're going to have our...
Nice.
But one great thing, I ain't got to go the mother-in-laws and father-in-laws. I ain't got to go the sister-in-laws and the brother-in-laws and hang around with the clumps. Because it is like the clumps. When you get with them, everyone's farting, bro. Everyone's farting, everyone's dropping the F-bomb, and it's just like being with the clumps. It is.
Okay.
And we'll see them later. We'll see them later around Christmas.
I ain't got a clue.
I enjoyed. I enjoyed going over to the sister-in-laws and the brother-in-laws, seeing my niece Ruby, and playing toys with our Kane. And as you guys know, of course, as I mentioned with Kane, Kane's got special needs, and he absolutely loves when Uncle Gaz goes around, because Uncle Gaz will get the Nerf guns out, shooting. We'll play with all the toys, play Lego. He'll run around, and yeah, so it'd be nice to go over and see him. And of course, see the mother-in-law, see the grandmother-in-law.
Yeah, it sounds great, man. I will say, Grump, just because you seem to be lost on the reference, that is a reference to the Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy.
What's that?
The film, brother.
His clumps.
Oh.
Clumps is the reference to the family in the Nutty Professor, the one that had Eddie Murphy, with the little, like, Hercules,
Okay.
Nothing? You got nothing?
It escapes me, man.
Man.
I was never, I watched movies, but I was never a big movie person. And my
Brother, you need to sit down and watch it. You need to sit
retention
down
is
and watch it.
like, you know.
Eddie Murphy plays like 30 different people in that movie. It's hilarious.
Oh,
It's
okay.
hilarious, especially when they're
So
there and they're all farting and she stop. And Eddie Murphy's dressed as his mum in the film, and she's clapping Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. No, it's just an absolute stunner of a film. It is, but yeah, and then New Year, of course, it'd be celebrating New Year with them and watching, of course, the celebrations here and watching, of course, the fireworks go off down in London. I don't know what they're doing this year because, as I showed you guys last year, we had the light parades and the fireworks and different things. And then, of course, if I'm still up and you guys are free, I'll be getting with you on New Year and I'll smoke a cigar with you and see New Year in with you and wish you guys Happy New Year.
man.
So that's pretty much what I'll be doing over Christmas. Well,
Well, alrighty then.
All right.
And smoking some great cigars, eating loads. I want to say of course, to Matty. So Matty's come over there on, of course, Instagram, and Mr. Cigar Smoker's still watching.
Hey, yeah.
And he says Home Alone. So great film. But yeah, you know something. A lot of Christmas, of course, is reflection, and spending that time with our families and remembering the family that we've lost. And of course, I always reflect on my nan and my granddad, and of course Nick, and Em's granddad, of course, that I never met, and hoping they're having a great Christmas up there in heaven and stuff. And that's the thing. And of course, we need to remember as well, it's not just about the presents and getting with the family. It's also a day, of course, of remembering this baby Jesus was born on that day, and of course, celebrating his birth and everything on Christmas.
Well, that's when we celebrate his birthday.
Yeah, that's
anyway.
when.
I don't know if that's-
There you go. That's when
I
we
don't know if
celebrate.
that's when he was born. But
Yep.
he was
There's
born
a reason-
sometime around July, from what I hear.
Actually, there's a reason it's called April Fool's Day. You need to look into that.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, you know something, it's going to be a great time. And like we said, of course,
Just
great
say,
cigars, great food, spending time with
Yeah.
family.
definitely,
So,
definitely that.
what do you reckon then? And this will be one for you. What
Yeah.
do you reckon
Damn
you're
near
having?
killed him.
What do you reckon you're having for Christmas off your wife? What's the wife got you for Christmas? What do you reckon? What's your mystery guess? What's your mystery guess off your present that the wife's getting you?
Hey.
I don't know if it's much of a mystery in my world.
No, because you looked on Amazon gift basket the other night and told us.
I'm pretty sure I know exactly what is in my gift basket here.
Yeah.
No, honestly, so I put together a list usually, right? And my wife just picks random stuff off of it. There's there's a knife sharpening, a whetstone in there. There's some other stuff, you know.
Nice.
Try to keep my knives all sharp and pointy and whatnot.
Yeah.
Plus
What about you, Grump?
my swords are getting dull.
What do you reckon Mrs. Grumpy's got you?
Well, we started this thing a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah, like 07 or so, when I was going through the cancer treatment myself. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of opportunity to buy Christmas or really, you know, a whole lot of enjoying the whole present realm thing. And we just kind of, you know, we don't focus on, you know, showering each other with gifts, but now she knows,
Yep.
you know, whatever she can go order, whatever she wants, you know, I don't have a problem with it. You know, I let her pick out what she wants. That way I know I'm not in any trouble. You know,
Play.
she picked it, so, you know, but that's just kind of the way we do things. We keep it very simple, very basic as far as between each other, because, you know, for us, it's not so much about, you know, the gifts. Yes, we enjoy giving each other gifts. Don't get me wrong there.
Yeah.
It's just that we don't put a main focus on that.
Right.
Yep.
But
I get that.
I think
Then,
let's let her have reign of doing what order what
yeah,
if there's something on there you want to order or whatever. I think she's getting a new
it's
laptop this year. I believe. I'm not sure, but
it does my head in.
I mean,
It does my head in every year because I sit there and I go,
yeah,
what do I get? What do I get, Emily? Well, I brought her earrings, gold earrings. I brought her necklaces. I brought her bracelets. I brought her rings. I've done this. I've done that. Now what do I get her?
yeah,
If I buy her another ornament, where are we going to put that ornament? Do I ever get her this? Do I get her that? So, of course, when we went out last week, I'm like, what do you need clothes-wise? Well, I need this. Okay, get it. There's my card. Bang. Got her clothes.
There
Don't
you
get me
go.
wrong. I've got some mystery stuff that's sitting in my
well, yeah.
Amazon basket that
I
she
mean,
can't see. But it was like she said to me, she goes, well, what do you want? And she's like, do you want cigars? I'm like, no. I said, I get my own cigars. But what do you want? I said, get me some vinyl. If you want to get me anything, get me some vinyl. So I believe, and I have kind of peeked and seen it. She's got me Ozzy Osbourne Bark at the Moon, of course, vinyl.
Nice.
And she's got me a nice Ozzy Osbourne t-shirt because I was there when she picked it out to check the size and everything. And, of course, she got me a bottle of Buffalo Trace, my favourite, for Christmas. She's looked after me. And, of course, she got me the vinyl with the Ozzy Osbourne printed on it, and that's great. It's sitting there on the wall. And this is the thing, something to me, Christmas is about kids in my eyes. And as much as I love giving Emma presents and seeing Emma open her presents, it is about kids. And sometimes I know it's hard for some people because they get to that at the end of the year and they're like, well, the kids are sorted, but we're not doing presents. And we've been there, me and Emily have, and we've like, let's get everyone sorted, and then if we've got money left over, we'll buy one another a present. And that's the thing, and I appreciate everything that I've had off Emily, and same as my mother-in-law, my grandmother-in-law, they always get me something. And that's the thing, and I'm just waiting to see what Amelia's had for Christmas. And then, of course, ringing Lucas and Georgia and seeing their faces, because what an absolute hassle to get a Labubu. And I mean, it was an absolute bollock to get one of them Labubus. No matter how many times we went online, they were sold out. And then they got a TikTok shop, basically. That is the legit Labubu on TikTok.
Yeah.
And they did a sale. It was like an hour sale. You got to be in there straight away to get it. Otherwise, you missed out. And Emily had been queuing all day and watching it. And finally, she got one. A legit Labubu for Georgia. So she's got the Coca-Cola version, so I can't wait to see her eyes when she opens it up. Yeah. And Lucas asked me for aftershave. Valentino aftershave. 90 fucking quid for aftershave for a 13-year-old. I'm like, where the hell are you going when you want 90 quid aftershave?
You better check. You better check the contents of what's in that aftershave, man. It might have some of that secret sauce mixed in it.
Oh, it's got, considering he moans at me for smoking cigars and doesn't like the smell of tobacco on me, it's got the essence of tobacco in the aftershave. And I looked at it and I'm like, you little hypocritical git. You little hypocritical git. That's got tobacco smell in it. And I just think, something, at 13, £90 aftershave, it's like, I can't remember at that age having dear aftershave, let alone, I wasn't even shaving then. I think I started shaving at 14.
That's probably some of that stuff got the secret sauce in it that draws the ladies in. That's probably what
Who knows?
Is.
Who knows with my son? I'm just hoping he's not a little. Well, I'm just hoping he's not a little Casanova like I was, because otherwise I'll be seeing grandbabies by the time he's 18, and I don't want it. I don't want grandbabies.
Mini gases running around Stoke.
Oh no! Jeez, it's bad enough. My son is just like me, and you've seen the picture of him. He's an absolute spit of me. My son is, and it's nice to get on the phone and see them and see what they've had. It's always hard to me over Christmas because, of course, I get up in the morning, I do everything with Amelia, and do everything with them. But with Lucas and Georgia being so far away, I don't get to see them, and that's always been the thing. And I get to see them just on WhatsApp, so it always plays a part on me. That does. But I'm glad
Yeah.
they enjoy Christmas and they enjoy what they've had off everybody, and them saying thank you and showing me what they've had and stuff. And that's, like I said, it's about the kids, like DEA said, 100% about the kids.
Yeah,
and
man.
of course,
That's it. Yeah, I ain't worried.
yeah,
As long as the kids are, as long as the kids are enjoying it, I don't need the presents and the gifts because,
No.
I mean, yes,
that's more than enough
Christmas.
to the kids.
Yeah, Christmas has the meaning. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but it's like like Matthew was talking about. That's when we celebrate it.
Mhm.
That's when we celebrate it, and I have no problem with that. Even though that's I have a different thought on
Yep.
that. But like he said, it's about those kids. Those kids have come up, and don't get me wrong, that there are things that you do outgrow as you get older, and that opinion of about the presence and all of that changes with age.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, it's not like
Oh,
you
yeah.
got to rip some kid's heart out, with the
Wow.
stark truth. They grow up and realize it. They grow up and figure things out. They're smarter than we give them credit for sometimes. But I mean, it's like DEA said, man. It's about seeing the joy on the kids' faces and stuff,
That's right.
and watching them open that stuff and having a ball and
It
having
made-
a blast with
Yeah.
it. And,
It made me laugh. It made me laugh, it did. A couple of years back. And Amelia got out of it just as she was finishing, of course, primary school. And she turned around and she goes, I won't tell Kane or anybody that Santa isn't real, but I know who brings my presents. I'm like, what are you on about? I said Santa is real. She goes, the only fat guy that comes down the stairs banging presents is you.
That's it. You got
Brutal, man.
past it.
It's like, yeah, you got me there, Amelia. You got me there.
The only
Yes, I
fat
am the
guy
only fat
comes
guy
down
down the stairs. Oh my God, jeez.
Jeez.
That kid is switched on. Jeez,
Yeah.
that kid is switched on.
I tell you, man, a lot of them are a lot more intelligent than what a lot of grown-ups give them credit for.
Oh,
know.
I'm
You know-
pretty certain my kids are just pretending so that they can keep the
Yeah.
everything rolling, man. They don't want to
Yeah.
lose out on the extra gifts.
Yeah, exactly. But
That's the thing, though, isn't it?
that's it. You
It's-
got to figure out when do they have it figured out. When are they now? When are they playing you?
Well, I'm gonna
There is
keep
some-
it going until they don't want it going.
I hear you, man.
Yeah, but there is
I
some
hear you.
ungrateful little shits about when they get the present and they go, I didn't want that. I didn't want the PlayStation. I wanted an Xbox, or I wanted this brand new iPhone. And you're
Well,
like,
now you don't have any.
do you realize how hard I've just worked to get you that? And you ungrateful
Exactly.
little shit.
Yeah,
And
Luckily,
this
I've
is the
never had to
thing.
deal with that.
I've never. Yeah,
Oh.
I mean,
I haven't. Touch
I've
wood.
seen
I
it.
haven't.
I've seen it,
Yeah, I've seen it and I've heard about it.
and it's like
friends and stuff.
there would be a little
I
bit
have.
of conversation here on this, and it's like you
I
said,
always remember asking for a Christmas present that I wanted one year, and I was so looking forward to waking up Christmas morning and getting this present. And what it was a Nintendo 64, basically. And I remember my mum was downstairs and my aunt, and I happened to walk down the stairs, and the door was ajar. And I peeked my head around, and I saw the Nintendo 64. And I was like, yes, I've got it for Christmas. My mum turned around, she goes, you better get in bed. This isn't yours, it's your cousin's. So, of course, I went to bed. I'm thinking, I've got a Nintendo 64 for opening up on Christmas morning. I get up, go downstairs. I look for the biggest box. I opened everything up and I'm sat there and I'm like, where the frick's been Nintendo 64? And I'm looking, I'm like, she's done me dirty. She's done me dirty. So, of course, she's like, get your stuff on, get your clothes on, we're going your nan and your granddad's now for dinner. So my nan and my granddad at the time, they only lived about a mile down the road from us. So we went there for dinner. And I'm sitting there all day, and I got a right face on me. And my nan and my granddad were like, what's the matter with you? I'm like, I asked for a Nintendo 64 and I haven't got one. So my granddad being my granddad, he's like, well, Santa's been and dropped you a present off, son. I'm like, what are you on about? Santa's been and dropped me a present off. He goes, well, Santa got confused as you're at home this year. And normally, of course, you're with us. So he's dropped you a present off. What happened when I went back to bed, my aunt got the Nintendo 64 wrapped up in a box and dropped it off at my nan and my granddad's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I did get it. It was just sitting down with my nan and my granddad's. And my mum made me wait a couple of hours before I got it.
That's it. Did you learn anything?
Yeah, I learned to stay in bed and not go downstairs and pick up my presents.
You learned not to be an ungrateful little brat. That's what you learned.
Yeah. It was astonishing. You know something, I always remember one toy that I absolutely loved. And it was Terminator. When Terminator came out with Arnie, I was a big Terminator fan. And basically it was the center where you would put the plastic little Terminator in it. And then you'd make up all the mixture, and it'd be the rubber, of course, body that goes on him. And you'd be able to get the little knife, and you could pick out the little parts to show the skeleton underneath. I absolutely love that. I was playing with that non-stop over Christmas. And Batman, Ninja Turtles, wrestlers, you know something. You look at some of the toys now, and you're like, what the hell's that toy? I've never heard of it. What?
Yeah, we used to. I can't remember what we used to call it.
It's crazy.
I can't remember what it was called, but every kid and their brother had one. But it was like an injection mold machine. You put these plastic beads in it, and heat them up and melt them down, and then you plunge that into these molds and let it cool, and then once it cools, you open it up and you've got little army men and different stuff that you got to trim the excess off of. And yeah, we had dangerous little toys like that when I was growing up. We had to make our own stuff with it.
You know something?
I can't remember the name of that though.
Yeah, but you know something? Every year as kids, you can guarantee you'd have a little bucket, and it would be toy soldiers, or it'd be animals, so horses or giraffes or stuff like that for play with. I used to have a field day lining all the soldiers out and playing battles with them and everything. Them were the good days. You look at these toys now and you go, how much? Jesus Christ! I remember when that toy was like £5. I'm paying 30 quid for one toy. I'm like, what the? Oh yeah. It bugs me now when I look at it, and I'm so fortunate enough. There's
sound like a grumpy old man now.
Don't he though?
Yeah, but I'm fortunate enough. There's Amelia's 13. Lucas, of course, is going to be 13 in February. There's only really Georgia that's still young and plays with toys, and of course our Kane, my nephew. And Ruby's like 14, so she's really a little older. And of course, Chloe, you buy her some makeup or give her some money, go have a drink, and she's happy. And that's the thing. There's no really small kids around because you ask them, do's a list. What do you want for Christmas? And then you look at the price point, especially say if you've got 3 kids, right? And you've got to get them all the same. But then you look at it. It's like we've just done Lucas and Georgia. Lucas wanted his aftershave. Well, can I have this? Can I have that? Yeah, okay. So when you put his presents to what George's had, George's got loads more presents than what he's got because we managed to get bits and bobs on sale and stuff for Georgia. And you look at it, and they've both had the same, but Lucas's pal's shorter than George's pal. And you're like, damn, when did it get that expensive? And the joy of Christmas became a big thing of how much money you can spend. And that's the thing, how much money can you spend?
And see, there's a good lesson in that. as
I'm
far
using
as
that game.
as teaching the children, if you wanted to, because just like you're talking about, they have the same budget. Okay, say they both have a $150
Yep.
budget that for Christmas. Okay, Georgia's got 2 times as many things as your son
Yep.
does. Well, okay, now your son's gonna say, "Well, how come she's got so much
Yep.
more than I
As he does
do?"
every year.
Oh, okay. Well, son, this is exactly why, because your sister is asking for these things that are at this
Yep.
price. You're asking for things that are at this price. So
Oh yeah.
naturally, that same budget that we have for both of you isn't going to go as far with you as it is with
Oh,
her. You know, you've
it's
got
crazy.
more expensive, nicer things, but you've got to deal with the fact that you've got fewer things.
Yep.
You know,
Brothers, I'll,
there's
I'll tell you
lessons
now.
in there, but I
When I
mean,
said to Lucas in Georgia, what do you want for Christmas? Lucas goes, brand new iPhone. I want a bike. I want a scooter. I want aftershave. I want this Nike t-shirt. This Nike jumper. I want this Nike pair of trainers. I want this Nike, this Nike, that Nike.
yeah, yeah,
And by the time you looked at it, it was like near enough 10 grand that he wanted for Christmas. And you're like, what the hell?
that's when
And then you go to Georgia and say, right, Georgia, what do you want? Well, I want an
yeah,
Xbox. I want this Barbie, but I want this kind of doll. But I want this, I want that, I want this. And then you look at her list, like 10 grand. And then, of
yeah,
course, me and the ex don't get on. And the ex is like, your dad'll get you. And I'm
yeah,
like, hang on a minute. There's Lucas, there's Georgia, there's Amelia. They all have the same. And she's like poisoning the ears and going, no, Amelia's having more than what you have. Amelia doesn't. They all have the same amount of money, like $150 or $200.
that,
And that's the
that's
thing.
what I'm
It's
saying,
just
man. That's
crazy.
what I'm saying.
It is.
It's all
Oh,
in what you know.
yeah.
Some
Yep.
of them learn. Some of them learn it early.
Right.
You know that
Yep.
you don't have to have the finest and the most expensive of everything to have what you
Oh,
want and be happy with it. You know, and some of them never learn it. That's just we
yeah.
were the
Well,
same way
before
coming up.
well, before we finish, and wrap up and everything on this
Yeah.
week's show, of course, and we all live next week. One Christmas present that you'd buy yourself. If you could buy yourself one Christmas present, what would it be, and why?
Well, I would like a new iPad. That's what I would buy myself
Okay,
because I'm using my kids right now.
so there's your reason for wanting and why. Okay, what about you, Grump?
Man, I would be pretty simplistic because of course I'm looking and thinking as far as Christmas for me, with getting this new podcast up and running and stuff like that.
Yep.
Oh, I would be thinking more along the lines of I need a better tripod or whatever, gimbal or whatever they call them, to
Yep.
hold the phone or the tablet. I
Yep.
need a better one of those. And I would really like one of the ones that has the tracking device on it where you can walk around and it'll follow you.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
follow you. Yep.
I would like to have one of those, and I would probably also grab a pair of those lavalier microphones, small microphone, clip-on microphones.
Oh yeah, that you can put on your kapal.
Where
Yep.
you plug the unit into the bottom of your tablet or your phone.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You plug the main block into it, and then turn them on and use them. Eliminates all your background, gives you good clear voice. Those would probably be a couple of things that I would get for myself,
Okay.
because I am looking, to the future of actually trying to go somewhere with this podcast, and make something of it. So
Mhm.
I'm looking at little things that could improve the presentation, can
Yeah.
improve the image overall and help things out. But that'd be a couple of little things I'd get myself, I guess. Not really expensive,
Yeah.
but necessary things for me anyway.
I think with me, and I appreciate I've got a vinyl player, but it's one of the suitcase ones. And you know something, reading about it, the more you play the vinyl on it, you've got that chance of bowing the vinyl. And of course, a lot of the vinyl that I've got is like original music that came out in the 80s, no reissues.
Right.
It's proper original vinyl. And I don't want to ruin it and bend it and wobble it. So
Yeah.
brand new vinyl player. And of course, me and Matthew were talking about it last night, Grunt, before you came over on Discord, and we're talking about vinyl players and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, new vinyl player for play me music on and connect it to the stereo and be able to sit there in the day, whack Ozzy on or whack Sticks on, listen to Blue Collar Man or listen to Renegade on there or any kind of music that I've got, and just sit there, crank the volume up, and enjoy the music. I think that'd be my present. It is.
Domo Origato, Mr. Roboto.
Yeah. Well, I saw.
What the hell are you singing now?
Sticks.
Yeah. Mr. Roboto.
Yeah, Mr. Roboto. Yeah. I just like Renegade and Blue Collar Man. And
Renegade's probably one of my favorite songs of all time. I love that song.
you know what mine is?
What's that?
And it's the album that I've got. And it got Renegade on it. Queen of Spades.
Tell.
Oh.
Queen of
Yeah,
Spades.
it's a good song too.
I absolutely love Queen of Spades. And that's one of the songs that I always use. If we've got, of course, Chantel coming on from Belladonna, I always use that song, Queen of Spades.
Yep.
Because, of course,
Yeah.
the whole line, the cigars, is about the suits of cards and stuff.
Right.
The spades, it sits there. But, of course, we are live next week. And that is going to be the 16th of December. And it's our last show of the year. And we're going to be joined by none other than Bree, our sponsor from Honeybee Cigars.
Okay.
And you need
cat
to
is
be
out of the
watching
bag.
the show. You need to be watching the show next week because we've got some exciting news coming out. Some news for 2026 that is coming out next week on our show. So be here or you're going to miss out. You need to be here. So
Be there,
sit
be
down,
square.
bring your favorite cigar, bring your favorite drink, sit down, join us, enjoy the show next week. Some exciting news and what's coming in 2026. You never know.
That's right.
That's it.
I might even apply for my certificate next year.
Yeah, me too. Oh boy.
Got you there.
On that note,
Got you there, my brother. I got you there.
on that note,
I done failed that test, so I ain't worried about it.
yeah, me too.
I can't retest for another year or two.
Yeah, I missed.
Well, yeah.
I missed 2 questions.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shit happens, don't it? Shit happens.
I tell you.
But of
Yeah.
course, we will be live next week at 7 p.m. Eastern start, 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Central, 4 p.m. Pacific, 12 o'clock in England. With Bree from Honeybee Cigars. From me, stay smoky. Matthew.
Don't start none. Won't be none. Grump.
Hey, I love you. Abba Father loves you too. But if he ain't driving the bus, kindly pull over and swap seats, because you fixing to crash. Till you catch me next time. Behave.
In a world of smoking stories where the good times flow, there's a podcast rolling, putting on a show. Three amigos gathered, mic in hand you see. The Cigar Loons are calling, wild and fancy free. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out their podcast dream. From humble beginnings, just a thought, a spark. Now they're lighting up the airwaves, leaving their mark. They talk of life and laughter, and the cigars they hold dear, dispelling all the worries, banishing all fear. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out the podcast dream. Through debates and discussions, they always find a way to make you feel at home at the close of every day, with tales from their adventures and insights sharp and keen. The Cigar Loons are truly quite the listening scene. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out their podcast dream. So light up your stogie, settle in and hear. The Cigar Loons are talking, bringing joy to your ear. Guys Grumpy and Matthew, a perfect smoky blend. Tune into the Loons until the very end.